to inform the general public about an upcoming military exercise that should take place next week or thereabout. So we thank our colleagues our friends from the media for gracing the occasion and for answering to our invitation to cover this press briefing. Military field training exercises are designed to simulate combat conditions, purposely to prepare personnel for real-world scenarios. Field training exercises enable personnel to gain practical skills in realistic environments. These exercises bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and applied military tactics. It is for these good reasons that the Gambia Armed Forces will organize a 5-day joint field training exercise for its services and formations from 19 to 23 December 2024. The exercise, codenamed Exercise Kansala 2024, will be conducted in the general areas of Sebanor and Kanilai in the Fonyi belt of the southern border with Senegal. It is for the first time that an exercise of this magnitude is organized by the Gambian Forces. The purpose of this press briefing, as I said before, is to provide information to the general public about this upcoming military exercise. But before I go further, let me emphasize that military exercises are very, very normal. They are usual things. They are normal activities organized by armed forces all over the world. So that is what we are trying to do. And for the record, the exercise called Exercise Counselor that is going to be conducted in Fonyi is not targeting anybody. I say again, it is not targeting anybody. It's not targeting any state or non-state actor, group or individual. It is just an imaginary enemy that we have, planned to fight against. And that is just to prepare our troops, for their task. The objectives of the exercise, that's the main objective of the exercise, is to practice troops in the mechanics involved in the preparation and conduct of internal security and counter-insurgency operation in order to improve their operational efficiency and prepare them for future operations. Exercise Counselor also intends to provide a realistic environment where soldiers have the opportunity to practice military techniques and tactics under conditions that closely mimic actual combat scenarios in order to improve operational readiness. Another objective of this exercise is to showcase how the Gambia Armed Forces and the sister security services operate together in a joint environment depicting an internal security and counter-insurgency setting in order to promote interoperability and interagency cooperation. The participants of Exercise Counselor, which is a battalion-level field training exercise, is more than 700 personnel. That is to say, it is a battalion-level field training exercise. Presently, as we speak, all the participants are assembled at SIFO Training Center, preparing for the D-Day. The participants are coming from all three services of the Gambia Armed Forces, and that is the Gambian National Army, the Gambian Navy, the Republican National Guard, the Defense Headquarters Camp, and the Gambia Armed Forces Training School. Furthermore, the Gambia Armed Forces has also extended invitation to the sister security services, including the Gambia Police Force, the State Intelligence Services, the GID, that is the Gambia Immigration Department, the Gambia Fire and Rescue Services, and the Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the Gambia. Participants from these security services will marry up with our troops during the course of the exercise so that they can also play their assigned roles as indicated in their constitutional mandate. The exercise play. Exercise Counselor is designed to fight a national enemy. That's a fictitious enemy, an imaginary enemy that has entered into the country and has taken over some border villages along the southern border in Fonyi. The imaginary enemy are insurgents who receive support from groups and individuals in and outside the Gambia, with the ultimate aim of destabilizing the country. The assumption is that these insurgents have already established bases along the Sibanor-Kanilai axis and are terrorizing the people living there. They have already captured some military bases deployed in the area and are engaged in kidnapping, drug peddling, and violent demonstrations. The situation could not be contained by the military and police deployed in the general area. As per the scenario, it is based on this situation in Fonyi that the Gambian government gave order for the Gambian forces to deploy troops to maintain law and order in the area. Thus, Exercise Counselor will start from Sibanor on 19 December and ends at Kanilai on 23 December in Fonyi Counselor. The exercise troops will be tasked to flush these insurgents from the Gambian territory in order to restore law and order. They will be engaged in a series of scenarios simulating battle conditions against a controlled enemy. Specifically, troops will have to clear pockets of enemy dispositions, conduct attacks on enemy strongholds, and recapture bases using tactics and drills learned during the orientation training period. The exercise will culminate with a VIP day at Kanilai. That is at the 4 Infantry Battalion headquarters. The VIP day will be witnessed by important dignitaries invited by the Chief of Defense Staff to witness the end of Exercise Counselor. You are also invited, our friends from the media, you are also cordially invited to cover the period or the occasion. During the period of the exercise, it is normal that during this kind of exercises, the military support the communities where this exercise takes place. So this kind of community outreach is a way of winning hearts and minds. Normally when a military is deployed to fight this kind of war, they also have what they call winning hearts and minds, during which they use their public relation and psychological means of operation to do things, to extend hands to the communities, extend hands of support to the communities, so that they win them on their side. As a result, during this period, it may interest you to know that the Gambia Armed Forces Command has decided to extend support to the communities that host the exercise. And this is a way of practicing what is normally called winning hearts and minds through public relation and psychological operation, which is very much part of counterinsurgency operation. In this vein, the Gambia Armed Forces will give free medical attention, renovate community facilities, and make handsome donations of materials to some village communities in Fonyi during the course of the exercise. Some villages have already been identified, and they will receive some kind of support whilst we are doing our exercise in that part of the country. That brings me to the end of this press briefing. Léegi nii mooy Gambia Armed Forces dañ organize military exercise. Military exercise suñ ko waxee ci Wolof mooy soldats yi la ñoo jël yóbbu ci benn place ñuy practice seen liggéey. So Gambia Armed Forces Command bi ñoo toog di siyaane dañ comme ni ko aimé bi waxee woon bi ñu ko start depuis January ba léegi ñu ngi doon def ay training ay tàggat yaram dañ doon train suñu soldats yi ci barracks bi ci school si military school si so ñu doon def training daal throughout depuis January so training boobu lañ bugg a jeexalee ak field training exercise li anglais di woowee field training exercise mooy yóbbu suñ soldats yi si àll bi li ñu doon jàng yëpp si time bi nii yóbbu leen si àll bi ñu dem practice loolu noonu so loolu lañ bëgg a organise te ñu ngi ko bëgg a defee si àlli Fooñi bi dale ko si ba nord dem be Kanilaay so ñi war a def loolu right now ñu ngi Sifo ñu ngi leen gaara Sifo ñu ngi foofu di préparer bis bii nii so fukki fan ak juróom-ñeneenti ci décembre ba ñaar fukki fan ak ñetta ci décembre dina nekk si àll boobu si Fooñi di def suñu affaire yi soldat waaye du nekk soldat yi rek invite nañ tamit suñu mbokk yi nekk si police bi ñu nekk si immigration bi ñu nekk si drogue law si affaire yi drogue bi ñu nekk si fire service ak ñu nekk si affaire intelligence ñoom ñëpp invite nañ leen dinañ ñëw join ñu foofu noonu si àll bi soo daal ñu liggéey together foofu noonu so foog naa basically loolu laa doon wax dama ko summarize noonu rek xam naa du ma mën a wax yëpp si olof waaye loolu lañ bëgg a def daal loolu lañ bëgg a organiser te ñu ngi ko commencé fukki fan ak juróom-ñeneenti mu ngi jeex si ñaar fukki fan ak ñetta fu moo jeexee mu ngi nekk Kanilaay si boppam ci suñ soldaar yi fi ñu nekk noonu so si ñaar fukki fan ak ñetta bi dinañ am ñu ñu invité mooy suñ kilifa dinañ ñëw seet si dinañ ñëw witness li ñu doon def yëpp su daat ñu jeexal ko seen kanam so boobu la ñu ooyee VIP day that's on the 23rd so CDS suñ chief of defence staff bi dina invité kilifa yi nekk si réew mi ñoom ñëpp ñu ñëw toog seetaan ñu def suñ liggéey ñu seet ndax kontaan nañ wala kontaan so foofu lañ koo jeexalee